guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. I do apologise for the setup, guys. It's not very aesthetically pleasing, I know, but I thought, you know what, I want you to do another little first time buyer episode. I know I done a Q&A a while back, and I'll probably do one of them once the house is done if you guys want to ask anything else, because it is a lengthy process, guys. Let me tell you that it is a lengthy process indeed. I don't even know where to begin, but I thought, I've been trying to find videos as such, and there doesn't seem to be a lot online. So I've got my little checklist book, which if you are a first time buyer, whether it's a joint, solo, whatever it is, new home furniture checklist and a new home project book. I'll link some down below if I can find them. I just got mine off Amazon. Absolute lifesavers. So this video is going to be me rambling away about the ins and outs of a first time buyer solo edition, because as I say, I have found it to be very different, a solo process, to how it was, or I've never bought a house with someone, but how I presume it would be with someone. So first off, please, 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 when people say to you, redoing a house takes some time, take that with a pinch of salt. You know me, guys, I had a time frame of 3 months in mind. I thought, I got the keys 31st of May, end of August be in. And here we are, what's the date today? 2nd of November, and we're still surrounded by boxes. I definitely feel it could be doable if the commute, you was local to it, you had a bit more time, but unfortunately me and Dan with jobs and everything like that, and trying to still do content and live life and everything like that, it's a little bit hard. So be prepared for it to be taking a bit longer, which for me, you guys will know, I am a very OCD timely freak. I will say that about myself. I'm like bish bash bosh, and when it doesn't go to time I start to panic. The first month or so was basically just gutting the place. If you've been following the moving vlogs, you know what it was like. It was gutting the place, finding out what we needed to do. There was a bit of kitchen work we needed to do prior to the new kitchen being installed. That was one of the things that was one of the biggest tasks. We had to have a new kitchen and a new boiler. The new boiler was a necessity because it was one of the old style boilers, and they said your bills are going to be high. And look, with the way that the economy is right now, I don't need anything being abnormally higher than it needs to be, you know. So we got that done. The kitchen, a lot of you guys said that we could have kept the kitchen. Now the kitchen from the outside looked okay, but inside the framework had split, the shelves were like cracked and falling apart. And when I was reading up on renovations what to do, you know, with me it was the kitchen or the bathroom. I miss my bath so much, so much. But looking in hindsight and statistics wise, people say that you get a better return putting a kitchen in as opposed to a bathroom. So I was like, okay, we went with the kitchen side. I think there's going to be a kitchen video coming soon, because I've had like the transformation of it and everything like that. I do apologise, I've still not sorted out this camera lens properly, and I look as pale as these walls right now. So I do apologise for that, my darlings. The only colour is the box next to me. And my good old Playboy t-shirt, which is my ride or die at the moment for DIY, and I've still got the same slob clothes that I've had on pretty much for the entirety of getting the house done. Have yourself a set wardrobe, not wardrobe, maybe that's a bit excessive, a set of clothes that you do not care if they get paint, if they get emulsion, if they get oil, if they get absolutely everything you can imagine on them, because at the end of this process these will be going bye bye. They have done me my dues. The kitchen was the biggest investment within the house, alongside the boiler, so that was the most costly room, let's just say. The bathroom, we've kept it just with the shower and we've just had it decorated, but I'm going to implement some little accessories and units and everything like that. I'm trying to create a mini utility station. We don't have a utility room here, but we do have like a little passageway from the kitchen to the bathroom extension, which I found a little unit I can get with a couple of laundry baskets. I've got some bits to put my things in, and then I can just wheel it round to the washing machine. That is another thing. I have not done a load of washing yet here. Dan has taken the washing side. He's like, you do the cooking, and I'll do the washing. But I do need to actually learn the washing machine, guys, because like now he's not here and I thought I could have put a wash on. But I don't know, because Mum was talking to me yesterday. She says, right, have you got conditioner? Have you got pods? Have you got softener? Have you got gels? And I'm like, I don't know. I actually don't know. And we have to have specific cleaning things because down with his eczema, so nothing irritates his skin. So I don't actually know what we have. So I need to do a list. Mum said, write everything down that you've got for your laundry and then I'll tell you what you need. I was like, okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I would say when you're looking for properties, take your time. My journey, if you saw the video, I started looking about 2 years ago. And I looked at brand new builds. I looked into apartments. I saw a house. And I believe this was only my 4th or 5th viewing. But this was the only one that me and Dan walked into. And it was like, okay, there's potential, but not potential in terms that it's absolutely going to cost a fortune. That was my worry. There was some that we saw, a house previous to this, which I absolutely love the garden style, but there was so much interior work that needed doing. And for this not needing a lot, guys, let me tell you, whatever you put as your deposit down, if you put a 10% deposit, make sure you've got that. Again, for refurb work, if you put a 5% deposit, make sure you've got a hell of a lot for refurb, because I can't lie, this house has cost me a fortune. And I've not even gone, I wouldn't even say I've gone bougie. I've gone like my Wren kitchen, I got the most budgetist kitchen just to smarten the place up. My interiors, I've gone literally Amazon. I haven't got anything that's bougie. The most expensive thing that you'll find is wardrobes. IKEA packs, now they're great. Don't get me wrong, they're great. You can customise them how you want, but they do come up pricey. In retrospect, I've got a double, single, double here. I've got a single, single and a half in my room, and then Dan's got 2 doubles. And that was not, I think it was just shy of £2,000. Which in hindsight, you think, nah, that might not be a lot. But when you add up, you then need beds, carpeting, flooring. I did not expect flooring to cost so much. The flooring cost me around about £3,000 also. I'm thinking like, this is how naive I was. I was thinking 1.5 to 2 max. And I think it come in, no it didn't. It was 3,000 for the thing. My flooring in total was around 3,600, I want to say. My kitchen was 3. My boiler was just under 2. Then you have the wardrobes. Then you have the bed. Then you have the paint, the decorating bits. That's another thing I would say. For your painting bits and that, please don't go B&Q. Unless you want a specific paint. But you know, stuff like your rollers, your brushes, your overalls, go to the likes of B&M, Home Bargains, Savers and Poundland. They were a godsend to me. Even Tesco's, potentially on their paintbrushes, weren't too bad. I went into B&Q and I found a roller set. It was the one of rollers in the tray with 2 or 3 heads, and I think it was about £18. I got the same thing in B&M for £7. So stuff like that, that is where it makes the difference of shopping smart or just shopping for convenience. We had a B&Q on our doorstep and we was like, nope, you know what, we're going to travel the extra 15 minutes to town and we're going to stock up at B&M. Stuff like if you need light switches or plug sockets, definitely look on Amazon. You may be able to get some in Home Bargains. It all depends what style, whatever you want. I've just gone for the normal, I think they call it, is it brushed chrome? I don't quite know. We're half and half with the electrics at the minute. Some of the old ones, some of the new ones. But yeah, those I would get off of Amazon. I would get, if you need something silly like radiator, pipe covers. This might not be something that people have thought of. I never did until we come in. I was like, I don't like the copperness on them. And Dan said, I'm sure you can get some on Amazon. So I typed in radiator pipe covers and these little things. And they literally just clip over. They're like silicone, but they're white. So it kind of ties everything in. IKEA, as I say, is the best friend. For good kitchenware, if it all depends what you want on kitchenware. That was the one area I didn't want to scrimp on. I think if you invest in good kitchenware, we're only going to be here roughly 5 years. That kitchenware I will be able to take with me whenever we move on to a forever house. You have the likes of Le Creuset. Not within my pay grade right now, unless you go to an outlet and you get it for about 60% cheaper, I might partake. But Lidl have their own version of the cast iron skillets and the cast iron like casserole pots, everything like that. But the one that I've gone for, which is a little bit more pricier than Lidl, but I think slightly better quality. You also have Lakeland, but I went with Pro Cook. So if you're looking for a one shop does all, Pro Cook is the place to go. And I have actually found that Pro Cook is slightly cheaper than Lakeland as well. Lakeland for me is a lot more catered to perhaps the baking side of cooking, their kitchen aids, all of the molds that they do, icings, everything like that. Whereas Pro Cook is kind of like everything, your pots, your pans, your knives, your utensils, everything like that. So you would have seen in a previous moving vlog, Mum actually very kindly said, your kitchenware, I'll help you sort it out. So we managed to get the cast iron sets, we've got stock pots, we've got knives, we've got chopping boards. I think the only thing that I need left for the kitchen now is a few utensils, like something silly like a pizza car. The amount of times we've had pizza and we've gone to the thing and I'm like, damn it. So just using a knife at the moment. And my roasting / baking trays. They're the last things that I need, but I have ones to make do at the moment. I picked up like all my pans and that from the lockup actually, but we just got a few bigger ones from Pro Cook. Because what is it with saucepans? Guys, I don't know if it's just because I'm organic with food, but why are saucepans so blooming small? I'm like, what is, I can't, how many potatoes am I going to get in that for a mash? I mean, if I use them, I would probably lose a hell of a lot of weight, which probably actually could do me quite good. But yeah, I got some deep ones from Pro Cook. I got some skillets, stock pots and bits and bobs I got off Amazon and online. But the utensils and the knives and the boards, everything of that was from Pro Cook. So definitely I would say give them a go. They always have offers on, and you can normally also find them at outlet centres. If you're from the southeast, I believe there is one in Ashford. I potentially believe there is one in Bicester as well, Oxfordshire. I don't feel there's one in Braintree, which is down in Essex, but I believe you've got, is it Cheshire? There's like a Cheshire outlet. I feel you would have them around there. Pro Cook seems to be popping up everywhere, and even in your shopping centres. And the prices don't seem to be too dissimilar to what you have at the outlets. Sign up to their newsletter online and you'll get it all the time. This isn't a plug. I just realised people are probably thinking, she's got all that stuff for free. I most certainly did not. Mum very kindly got me the kitchen stuff. What's this? Oh, I'm expecting a delivery as well today, guys. So sorry for me phone bleeps because I don't know where DPD are. Help. But yeah, this isn't sponsored. Mum very kindly purchased me my kitchenware, and I love Pro Cook. If you've been here with us, oh my God, let's go back to post-lockdown. Who remembers mine and Mama G's first shopping trip out? We actually went to Ashford. I feel like we went to Braintree, and I believe we might have even gone to Bicester or Bluewater. And we went to Pro Cook and we get all the tiny ramekins. That is what Pro Cook is great for. You know, like these dipping sauces. You're probably thinking, Shan, shut up. But yeah, definitely shop around for your kitchen bits. It depends what you want. As I say, the lockup, I'm actually really happy that I picked up the stuff in the years beforehand. Because otherwise now, to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have the money for a tea towel. That is what adult life gets you guys. If you buy a house, prepare to be brassic. And I can't lie, it's very humbling, and I'm trying to adjust to it. Where before I'd think, right, let's book that and go there. It's kind of like, let's hold your horses and rein you in a bit, Shan. We need to sort the house out first. So we're aiming to have it all decorated, furniture and livable by the end of November. I don't feel Christmas is going to be huge in this house this year. Like, I didn't even have time to decorate for Halloween or autumn. But next year 2025, that will be the year. I think we're still going to try and get one of the trees up in the living room, just like the main tree. Get a few baubles out, but that's not going to stop me going and trying to buy some baubles. Like I bought the Halloween and autumn bits, but I didn't actually even put them out this year. It doesn't matter. We're still going to try and get in the festivities. When it comes to Vlogmas, I have no idea what's happening this year. It's literally going to be day by day. You will see Mama G here, there and everywhere, and the house, as I say, hopefully should be livable. I would definitely prioritise and do a list of what you need. So this is where these types of books come in, and this one is just the furniture checklist. So I like this because it gives you everything down. Honestly guys, it's so meticulous. So your new home checklist, you have a bathroom, bedroom, toilet, bedroom, entryway, closet, dining room, and literally it's a tick box exercise. Go down, yep. Then you go into, and I love it because it gives you like wall art. So when Dan says, do you need that on the wall? I'm like, yes, it's in the new home checklist book, thank you. See, there's a hindsight everywhere. They also, which I thought was quite good, they have what they call their home essentials. So you have your fridge stock, your freezer, your pantry, your baking, herbs, cans, jars, oils, vinegars, and savoury staples. So this is kind of what I'm basing when I actually do the food shop with the first, because we haven't done a proper food shop. You know when you get bits and bobs here and there, but we haven't done a proper one, so this is definitely coming in handy for that. And then you have your kitchen, entertaining, kitchen drawers, even entertaining, which I love, because when I have my kitchenware and Dan says, do you need that? I'm like, yes I do, it's in the book. And then you have this part guttons me, a laundry room. I don't have a laundry room, but there's a toolbox section which Dan wants to convert the little shed out the back to like his man cave DIY shed, so he's going to take an idea out of that. You have a safety bit. I mean, living room, there's no point opening the living room because we don't have it, but the living room in terms of what I meant was the sofa and bits. I don't have a sofa yet. I need to try and find the blue book. I believe that could be in one of the boxes around there, which is actually where you have a book and you have pages per room and you can put your measurements, you can draw plans of it, and that I found really good. That I think was about £10 off Amazon. As I say, I'll leave them linked down below if they're still on there, but that was definitely a thing of, right, you can put your tendering prices, you can put your quotes in, your room configurations, if you want to put like names of your paints and wallpaper samples, everything like that. So that I did find very helpful. In terms of decorating, I would first off decide what furniture you're having in the room before you look into the decorating side, because if you're going to have a room that's condensed with furniture and then you think, actually I want black walls, you do you, but it could make the room look really small. So what we done was we put in all the furniture pieces that we needed, and then it was like, right, what type of vibe did we want to go? And we've gone very natural and like wildlife, I would say, within the house. Downstairs we're having a stag feature wall. Stag predominantly because we love Scotland, and that's going to be like a little, that's personal to us. We've tried to get stuff that kind of means something to us as well. So we got stags because we love that, and also the shade of green. Green is like the theme throughout the house. I have not got one bit of pink in here, my lovelies, apart from my chair. That is the only bit of pink I have in the house at the moment. Yeah, we've gone green. So we have sage green in the front room. That's going to be the feature wall. The kitchen, we just went white because I'm going to accessorise with colours of red and grey. Red and grey, you've got black countertops. The bathroom, we've gone a forest green. And again, we're going to counteract that with some white furniture, maybe some faux plants and everything like that. And then upstairs in here, the hallway is white because if you've been with us from the beginning, you will know that hallway was bright orange. And the amount of paint that took, oh my god, that in itself was a task and a half. The baby room, aka small room, a lot of people say, are you having a baby? No, I'm not having a baby, but we call it the baby room because it's a small room. We've gone on that, they call it a tea green, which is almost like a mint green. And the wallpaper of that is like tree branches. It's very natural. And then within our room, we've gone like a mushroomy taupe, but the wallpaper is blue. And it's got hummingbirds and flowers on. Dan is a very keen bird nature enthusiast. And we saw that and it kind of combined, I like flowers, he likes birds. And we thought it was something a bit different. The bedroom, however, is mainly blues. Let's say it's blue wallpaper and then the bed frame is blue, but we're going to have a green bed in the back room. And then my room here is very neutral, guys. It is white, and we have, let me just show you around here, the flower wallpaper. So we've gone very neutral here. Ow, I'm breaking my nails left, right, centre, guys. We've gone very neutral around this room because I don't really know. I need to sort out, I've got to get a mirror in here. It's all fine. It's fine and dandy, but we just, we need organisation. But yeah, I would definitely say, make sure if you put a 10% deposit down, depending on what style house, have at least another 10%, another lot of your deposit for renovations. If you put a 5% deposit down like I did, make sure you have a good 10 to 15% extra for your renovations. So yeah, credit cards, well, that was my best friend, but I will tell you this, when you get a mortgage out, guys, your credit rating goes whoop. I've never had my credit rating so low, and that was something that I didn't realise. I thought you'll get a mortgage, it'll go up. No, it went down. So I was like, okay, what do I do now? Luckily, I was able to obtain a loan and a credit card prior to this, but if I hadn't had them, I would be really screwed. I'm not advocating getting in debt and cars or anything like that, but that was how I've managed to subsidise some of the funds. If you get kitchens or bathrooms or anything like that, through my kitchen I managed to get a 0% finance on it. My IKEA, they do finance, I got 0% on that. But there is one thing you need to remember, guys. It all needs to be paid back. I was sitting there thinking, yeah, 100 quid there, 100 quid there. Then you tally it up and you're like, okay, I still need to leave myself money to live. I need to leave money for myself to eat, to run the car in case an emergency arises. So don't overstretch yourself maximally. In terms of that, also with your mortgage, I wouldn't go full blast on your mortgage. I was offered a mortgage of, I think it was around 240, 245, and I paid 223 for this. So I went a good bit under, because it's all well and good going up to that, but if anything changes, circumstances, cost of living, energy goes up, you're maxed out at that point. So as I say, I was very lucky. I haggled to the death on this one. Is that, no, Just Eat. Could do with Just Eat. It's 10:10 in the morning and I can't lie, it's blooming nippy. I might actually go and make myself hot chocolate. But yeah, I wouldn't overexert yourself. If there is two of you, it's different. But as I say, this was a solo mortgage and I do the mortgage and the council tax and everything like that. That is solo wise. It's just, it is the definition of becoming an adult, I think. You really do start to see stuff in different lights, and it's kind of like, oh god, I need to actually be an adult now. So yeah, this has probably been a very rambly video. I do apologise, but if I was to give you tips, that's what I was supposed to be doing, giving you tips and not rambling. Get yourself a new home furniture book, also alongside a new home book in general. I will try and leave them linked down below. Make sure you have another lot of your deposit for renovations. Have a look on certain things if you can get 0%, if you're applicable to, or if you are able to provide that. As I say, I'm not advocating it, but that was how I managed to get by, but it might not be the case for everyone. Kitchen, I feel the kitchen is the heart of the home, guys. Check out the kitchen for Pro Cook. And yeah, I've been rambling away. So I don't want to actually take up any more of your time, because you're probably actually sick of me, because you would have had double uploads yesterday. You've had double uploads this week. There's double uploads today. There's potentially double uploads tomorrow, and potentially a hell of a lot more content coming, perhaps even daily. I'm not going to limit myself to that because it might not go to plan. We've got to see how it works, but make sure that notification bell is turned on. And guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment. How are you perhaps a first time buyer, solo or joint? How did you find the experience? Or have you been someone who has mortgaged time and time again and moved and moved? Any tips for along the way? Does it get any easier? Because I'm worried now that come 5 years when I need to take all this out, I don't know if it's going to be that easy. I really don't. I'm kind of like dreading it. I was like, can I not just do it sold as seen and just take my clothes and that be done? But yes, you will be seeing a lot more of me. So I don't want to rabbit on. I don't want to take up any more time of your day. But as I say, I've already said if you liked it, subscribe. You know when people say baby brain, I'm thinking like first time brain. Because my mind is like, And as I say, I'm surrounded by boxes. Today's task is to get the wardrobes filled. Ooh, that is going to be a task and a half. But guys, take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!